Hello and welcome back. Right, so we are going to get straight stuck into getting these stones lifted on this field. I am going to go. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we're going to go into a time lapse straight away. Alright, no, I'm not. I'm going to set them going and then I'm going to have a look on what we've got to do. I'm not going to rush to do this. Have I scanned the field data? That is the question. I haven't. Yes, I'm going to scan the fields as well. Now we've actually ploughed it. So I'm going to scan the data while the rest of the tractors crack on with doing this. So I'm not going to time lapse, we're going to chat. So, oh. Please tell me I have named the course. I'm going to wait this time, make sure I have. Ooh, and we have trees to cut. Right, we're going to do that first. I didn't realise. Right, yeah, this is developing into quite a let's play. It is. I must admit, I was watching a video from Clutch Simulations. I think he's 5 years into doing something very similar, almost. Actually, yeah, I think he's on the proper. He did New Farmer, so he's on that. I think it's that square there, 3. So he's got 3, 2, 12, and 13. I think maybe more, but yeah, though he had got like a funny shaped thing, like, yeah, so I would imagine it is those, whereas we've obviously got, I picked mine and I didn't go New Farmer because I like start from scratch, it's more difficult. So yes, right, okay then, so yeah, we'll chop the tree. Now let's just check, is that one actually starting? Please tell me it is on this field. Yes, it is. Fantastic. Right, actually, I'm being silly. I need to set the other two going as well. And then we will chop this tree. In fact, no, we're right near it now. Let's chop the tree first. And then, yes, we shall get the other two cracking. Being as I've gone out of sequence. Typical me. Yeah, I am thoroughly enjoying this Let's Play. It's very rare. In fact, yeah, it's very rare that I go big. It is. Let's get the other one while we're actually here. There is another one. Yeah, I think there's only these two. It's just unusual because so far the squares haven't had more than one. Have they grown again? Are they in our fields? We'll have to look because this is unusual. I am sure we chopped these trees. So I think there has been an update. I think we've got that age-old problem of where the trees regrow, I would say, because I'm sure I did these, but we shall see. We shall grab the telehandler and we shall push them out of the way. Right, let's let them other two go in. That's what we do need to do. Yeah, thoroughly enjoying this Let's Play. So I did actually start the... Yeah, how come he is starting... because he's got the 9-metre course, so I'm glad we realised that. Right then, so we want 2.7 metre stones. Hang on, we're on 8+18. 2.7 metre clear load. Activate. We want centre. And we want first. We want right for our best distractor. No, I didn't. I remember now in the video actually I did say no, I'm going to load the courses next time. So clear load. Oh no, it's deselected. 2.7 meters load. Activate. We want first and we want right. Go. So look how the first one's doing. Yeah, thoroughly enjoying this Let's Play. Yeah, fantastic. Luke is starting. My Star Wars names are in. That is fantastic. Right, we need you. And we need you sending up to about there-ish, I think. Is roughly where we did the tree-ish. Right, now then we also need to grab... We need to grab the scanner. So we need one of our little tractors. Yeah, this is really taking shape. I'd say it is very rare that I go large, really, and this is large. The last time I went large like this was No Man's Land, and I didn't, even on No Man's Land, I didn't do this. Yeah, this is definitely different. Oh, I've forgotten we've got that thing stuck. I did hope that next time I came on the session that it would sort itself out, but it hasn't. Yeah, this is going to take a while, this de-stoning this. We should do what we did last time, as always, stick the stones in a pile on the edge of this, I think. Or I might actually grab a trailer and do it properly. Just seem a bit more sensible. How are we doing? How close to the tree are we? Go past it, actually. No, we're actually going to the top one. I know what we're going to do. I'm going to send this up to the top. And we will manually grab, I think it's Han, it is indeed. Han, buddy. Yeah, we should push. Yeah, I hate it when you get something like this where a mod sort of does something like that. I mean, obviously you've no control over it and it won't drop off either, but yeah. I need to use the knuckle of this if it will allow me to push with that. I can't see any other way this is going to work with having that embedded in my... I hope I don't have to... I suppose if I reset... The trouble is, it's thousands of... It did cost a lot for that stuff. It's not cheap. Silage additive. It's not the sort of thing you want to reset and lose. But yeah, right, that's one tree gone. We'll chop it later. Yeah, we might gather these trees as well. We've got like 4 or 5 of them now. Yeah, I picked my fields. Yeah, not having the new farmer starts. Obviously, we've literally got clear fields, and I'm also trying to design the perfect farmyard. I am. That's the one thing I love. That's the bit why I like stuff from scratch as well. It's not even not inherited someone else's farmyard. It's not that on this one. I mean, there is. I think most people are going for the abandoned farmyard thing at the bottom of our fields, which is not far away actually, but yeah. Whereas I'd like to build my own. It's ours then. Right. Okay. Let's go in here. If I can send him back, we'll go and get the scanner, so we do need to do that. Right. So set you up to. We'll send you to the yard. I think what will be the yard. Yeah, once I've done this, the oats on all of these, I am going to convert CP1 as it shows there, or field 7 as it really is. That's going to go back to grass. But I am going to destroy CP1, CP2, and probably CP3. They're only temporary courses done until the fields are created properly, and we're going to redo 7 to allow for the fact that we've got... Now, why are you not moving? You should be moving. Right, let's go grab this scanner, which I'm sure is up there. Oh, no, I'm in the wrong. Always do that. I'm sure it's up where we are. Sure I left it. I did. Thought so. Yes, we'll need to keep our eyes on the stones in those 3 machines. Alright, so we are going to scan these fields. We are going to start... Yeah, when we've got a goodly way in, we shall start sowing the oats. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Obviously, it wasn't really the plan to go into all the oats, but yeah, I'm going to do that. We're going to go massive in straw. Yeah. Also, I'm very intrigued. We've got some productions that obviously are new to me. The Omatana one is fantastic. Right, let's get this scanning underway. Let's try and get maximum scan. Yeah, I'm loving using it. I am actually enjoying productions now. I was never that... it's taken me a while to embrace it properly. It really has. Did he lift it or... Yeah, he has. It's hovering over the top. Have you? Sit on the soil, that's right, the thing is raised, that's alright, it just seemed a bit odd, normally moves a bit quicker, but then I'm not sure I've actually used a Zeta for this before, so yeah, it was was. It was up. That's right. Smashing. As long as we're not going to damage it, it's not exactly a cheap item. Yeah, it is strange as well. We did better the second time we did this. We definitely earned more money than we did the first time. Not that I'm complaining. We must have hit a great demand, or the top price on something where they're selling most of the products in the back end. And I do know silage does sell best in December, January, so it possibly is, or it might have been that we got a great demand on the slurry yard. But whatever we did, we certainly did hit the jackpot and earn, I would say, at least another 70 grand. More than the first time. Let's try and get the edge of the field. I'm going to miss it now, a tiny tad. A little tiny bit of missing on the overlaps, those little tiny triangles. I wish this was a square rather than a circle. So much lost overlap you get with this kind of scan. Yeah, there's been an awful lot of time lapsing on this, so I thought let's actually do a bit of chatting as well. It's sort of all go on this. I mean, it is big, so I know there has got to be some of that, but there's been, I was looking at the last few episodes and editing, I was thinking, God, Benny, you've hardly done any. It's all been, right, we're going on a time lapse, bang, 3 hours later. So let's make this a little bit more into a let's play. Add a bit of a personal touch. Well, they're trundling along nicely. It's going to take one hell of a time though with this field, and we're going to have quite a few empties, definitely. Yeah, we will in a minute. In fact, let's just go grab one of the other Zetas. Now, where's the trailer? It is up there. Yeah, that is true. Let's grab. In fact, no, we will grab the Zeta. Can just about manage that. Set destination. Oh, hang on, lost him. Set destination up there, and we will grab them in a minute once they've got there, and we should bring onto the edge of the field in the middle of this. Yeah, we should bring that so that we can tip the stone into it. Not too far. We don't want a massive overlap. I don't want those triangles to be getting too big. Yes, I am thoroughly enjoying this. This is the biggest though. I've been sort of in some ways trying to wait till I was feeling at my best. Yeah, because I thought this one needs me on my A game, whatever my A game is. But yeah, I'm interested in seeing where this is going. This has brought out the challenger in me, where you think, right, okay, let's see how far this is going to go. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to where this goes, especially in seeing the clutch simulation ones where he's done it 5 years. He must have done. He's rinsed and repeated. He's done it bailing. We've gone loose. But yeah, it's interesting to see after 5 years the thousands of bales. I mean, I don't know how he did it, where he got a lot of money. He must have done some kind of farming to get a bit of a nest egg to be able to keep carrying on with the process. Yeah, he is a long timer, obviously, so he's a big content creator. He knows his stuff. Yeah, it's interesting to see, and wow, were there some bales. It was humongous, it really was. Which you'd imagine. He's broke the $10 million mark, so that was quite phenomenal actually to see that. Yeah, it was massive as well. Yeah, I would imagine he's got a bit of a super duper PC, being a content creator, so nearly broke the game apparently, which I can believe looking at how many bales there were. That was phenomenal, it really was. Yeah. Yes, it's interesting to see the big names, how they do break a story, actually break a thing. He's gone for the... it is amazing how... Yeah, I'm not trying to put him in a bad light either, because, it could sound critical, and I'm not really saying that. I'm trying to say that big content creators know how to make a headline when people are viewing that people get people's attention, and obviously he has been, especially being a big name like Clutch anyway, it's not like he's really, but yeah, he does know how to get people's attention, which is, yeah, it's a skill you need, something that little content creators have got to yeah, a skill you've got to learn. So right, my laptop is uploading, it's just suddenly stopped and I was just in the middle of an upload. I should check it afterwards. It's got to wait now. We are doing some content, it's got to wait, it really has. The show must go on, as the old saying goes. You have to wait. One good thing about loading content up on YouTube is they do allow it to restart, which is fantastic. I've got a tractor coming up behind us, but I don't think it's anywhere near us. Well, when I say anywhere near us, I mean it is near us, but I don't think it's going to do. Oh no, my upload is still good. An hour left, fantastic. Right. That was a little bit closer than I thought. A bit too close, really. Right, smash in. This is going to take a while. Yeah, even this is one of those jobs. Yeah, it's funny, but I did an episode on Greenlands, because obviously on this I've actually done what a lot of content creators do, which is to not have the cameras rolling for quite a lot of footage and then say, oh, come okay. But I've always wanted to do a video diary of our farm, and I tell you why. It is for the very reason that whilst I've got my cameras rolling and you can see the money I've got and the money going down and what I'm doing, you know that I'm being true and honest. The second I take the cameras down, now anybody who's watched any of my videos knows I absolutely do hate. I love transparency, and that's why I do things the way that I do, because that way you know that I am being honest and I'm not adding 100 bales or anything like that. It is all what we've done, because you've seen me do it. But the second I don't do that, which is what I did on this, and what I did on one episode of Greenland, and then I thought, after 10 minutes I thought, yeah, but this is the whole reason why I do this. It's the smoke and mirrors of content creators, because you don't know that the second that camera goes off, I haven't added from the multifruit buying another 100,000 grass in. That would be very dishonest, but what I'm trying to say is it keeps me honest whilst the camera's on. Now I know I could be clever, there are very clever ways that I could do it afterwards, but I try and show you what I've got. If we do something, I try and show you we've got 70,000 in. So if I went in that place again and you'd not seen me, a lot of very clever people. I never underestimate human beings and the cleverness of the watchers, the subscribers and the viewers. So I am honest with the fact that I want it to be like that, but you'd have to be very clever to pull the wool over people's eyes. Now don't get me wrong, it can be done by people not showing you those screens that they don't want you to see, and then saying, I mean, Mr. CLP is my favourite content creator. Now he does do this in the way that I'm suggesting, but I'm not suggesting he's cheating. I get a feel for Mr. CLP and his honesty. Yes, he does pull storylines that do stretch things occasionally, and I'm going to be specific here. On a couple of episodes of his Elm Creek, he literally got a bought stone from the multifruit and put it all in a massive place, and then he literally put it in the lime crushing that we've got on this very Let's Play, and obviously earns himself a small fortune. Now again, it's a storyline, so you can do what you like. Now that, to me, my set of rules, that's breaking my rules, because I didn't earn that. Now if I'd have ploughed those stones like these here, now I am at that point, I have incorporated that, and through Farming Simulator and through grabbing those stones, we're entitled to that. So that is allowed, but not when you just get a product that's, you know, cost you a little tiny bit. And now that to me is breaking my set of rules. Now obviously Mr. CDP isn't playing by my rules, but what I'm trying to say is the honesty side of things is important to me, which is why I do a video diary of my farm, of what we're doing, so that you can see. It is boring though, but you can fast forward. Yeah, if there's boring bits like this, you can still see. I do for time lapse, and that's why I time lapse a lot, because I do realise that actually normally watching like this is a monster field. It really is, and it's going to take a while. So if I wasn't chattering, it would be as boring as anything. It really would. Probably still boring listening to me whine on. But yeah, I'm explaining really, and I do stand by my. It is unique. No one else does it this way, and that's neither good nor bad, because there are good and bad sides to what I do. Obviously, I show video diaries, so all footage is shown. But the big stuff like this I usually time lapse so that it's not too boring. But you can see how I built the farm from absolutely what we started with, which thanks to AliEN JiM on this, we actually did actually have the full 500,000 because we paid our loan off. In fact, we had a little bit more, if I remember right. I think we got another 150,000 on top. So for once, we did actually start with quite a bit of cash. Quite a bit of equipment, which is a very nice place to be. The new start from scratches with only 300 grand that's yours it's a difficult place to start. It really is. It was difficult enough on FS19 with 500 grand. That is a challenge to start a farm on 500,000. It really is. So 300,000 is nigh on impossible. So yeah, I mean, it really is a shoestring. That is it, but I love the challenge, which is why, I mean, I've risen to the challenge. I often bring a couple of placeables in, and there were a couple of absolutely fantastic placeables that dropped this last week that are an absolute fantastic thing. Right, let's overlap that so we don't lose much. Yeah, absolutely fantastic for this type of thing, especially for what I call a nuclear Let's Plays. The one that I'm talking about, the new windmill, is actually, if anything, slightly too good. It really is. It's sort of a bit tongue-in-cheek. Yeah, it brings in 40-something thousand on easy economy, but I never go on easy economy. So to me, it would probably bring in 20 grand in the best months, which is quite a lot of cash. Over the full year, it would bring in 240 grand, which would mean that we would have 540,000 as start-up capital, which is fairly close to what the old start from scratch is. So to me, that is sort of like almost having start from scratch as it used to be before Giants thought that it wasn't a challenge enough on 500,000 and decided to make it 300 and a 200 loan. I hate the loan side of it, so I usually pay that off straight away. That's about as good as I'm going to get. There's going to be tiny little patches. I don't want them to be too much though. Yeah, nearly there. It's not going to take us long now. We're going to have a quick check after this as well on the stone. Once we're down to just the stones though, I'm going to stop waffling. I don't know, that's a bit too much. Yes, let's just... Don't mind little tiny slithers, but I'm not having a massive square. Yes, I'm interested in seeing where this goes. Say animals are my next thing, so I'm hoping the oats bring us in enough to... Obviously we're going to plant grass in our others, and then we'll replant whatever we're going into next. I would like to do sugar cane, as I've said. I'd like to do poplars as well, actually. I would. I've got it on my Edelhoven. What's this? Yeah, with it being a German word, I'm butchering it a bit, but yeah, I'm looking for that. That is one Let's Play I'm thoroughly enjoying. It's not my main, but it is definitely good. Thoroughly enjoy it. Yeah, Hobo's Hollow is probably what I would call home at the minute. It is my, the one that we've certainly got some growth on that as well. And again, we just bought animals. We've got the Rawley Christie really big cow yards. It is massive. It is fantastic as well. Very good. Yeah, just learning the little idiosyncrasies of that. Got 48 cows on that one, and hoping to go up to 100 and odd if I'm honest. Yeah, and I wanted it quickly so that the cows are pretty much of the same age within a couple of months. Yeah, but for the births, so that the births are sort of staggered slightly, but that's my hope, and I'm hoping to do something similar. I think I'm going to go open pastures, the 60s. It's the 60s. I'll show you. It's easy to show you. I always say this. It's a picture's worth 1,000 words, isn't it really? So it's the new one here. Yeah, 63. I want to put 2 next to each other, and then I'm going to put some fencing around the edge, I think. So that'll be 120. But we're going to start with like 30 in each to make it 60. Yeah, 30, so it doubles to the 60. And then eventually what I would like to do is either have those as like nursing ones that we basically move the, when it goes full, we move the adults, the first 30 from each one into a bigger one, say the Rawley Christie one. I do like that, especially if we're going to go big on this Let's Play. I'd like to go big, and that is one of the biggest. So, and I do like it as well. It's also very reasonable for saying how many animals it does. Now, how are you doing? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, they're nearly full. Right, okay. Let's leave this for a minute. Let's go grab the trailer. Oh, I didn't realise I was attached to that. Right, smash it. Can I get you? Yes, I can. Now I'm going to have to do this the right way, aren't I? We've got some equipment on this as well. We've really, I mean, not only have we bought Fields Growth, but we have also really rounded out our equipment. It's not the best, but it is good. It's certainly, you know, a good working amount. Growth, yes, it was only earlier today in the Universal Farmer Simulator. Of course, it's been days since I did anything on this because I've got rotating my other. We seem to have the focuser haven't crashed. Okay, well, we might as well just chuck this straight in, being as we're this close. Does seem rather silly to do anything else other than that. Now, which one are you? Where should you be? That's the question. Right, let's grab those stones that I can see. Let's just get these. I wouldn't mind if it was the other one hasn't got any stones to grab, but... So where are you actually going? Is the question. Oh, we have to switch the lines on. This is a complicated course as well. Yeah, it is. I'm going to need to pull back. Right, let's have a look. Where were you going? I should have gone down. Is there any missing sections? I think that's actually coming up. Let's have a look. Let's see if it is. The thing is, you've got to imagine with these lines is the fact that obviously it goes to the left, to the centre, and to the right of the line. So let's have a look and see if we set him near the line. He's left one. Let's see where he goes, or she. It is that line then. Brilliant. Yeah, and then oh yeah, and they'll come on that side on the way up, so that we have actually guessed it right. Smash it. Let's grab the next one, because if he was for 900 odd, it does seem a good place to actually being as we're so close. We may need to top the water up in this. Yeah, we're going to bring a bit more money in, obviously, on the hour. Although we are half an hour away, so... Can I remember where you were, though? That's the question. I should have paid better attention. Right. I'm only going to do... I'm going to literally go into a time-lapse proper, actually, yeah. I'm going to go down this one. Yeah, let's make sure we go down. In fact, yeah, let's... And you were right. So you will be the one that's doing that. So actually, you may be this one. I might have got that wrong. It might have been... you that does this one. Let's have a look if we do nearest. Am I correct? I am. Smashing. Oh, we missed one, didn't we? What's this one? Right. Perfect place to stop it. Right, we're going to stick this on the side in a pile this time. Yeah, where it widens out a bit. I want to be looking at where there's too little. We'll grab this. We could grab this. Oh, we can't. Yeah, it's. Now that's, I suppose actually, yeah, that's the one thing about the function. I was thinking about this. I can't really put that into the trailer, can I? It really will be something I should get with the bucket, so I'm going to have to try and either get that. No, I'll have to force to this, aren't I? Yeah, I'm either going to have to try to get that silage additive off that, or I'm going to have to reset, which is going to waste the money. So yeah, I might give myself the. Oh, trouble is we've used some, but I don't know how to do it fairly. Obviously, I can't really afford to. Where were we? Here, that's where we were. Didn't come quite away. I do know we were at. It's this one. Somewhere here. Right, smashing that. That's sort of, that'll keep them busy for a while. Definitely. It's quite amazing how 3 are doing quite well. I still think we need more. I do stick to that. I don't think, yeah, it's quite enough. I think 4 or 5 on these monster fields would be more like it. And even that is still a challenge. It's still about 15 metres, just under 15 metres. So, yeah, I am very interested in seeing where this goes. I am, because I've never gone big, and I love these fields. The fact that they are monstrous as they are is fantastic. Right, let's go this way actually. I think this is the last row. We'll try and do the best we can to get the scans as good as we possibly can. Make sure we don't get clocked. Yeah, we're a bit close to where they're working. I think we're alright. Right, oh wow, that is going to take a while. Definitely. But yes, I do definitely, having thought this through yesterday in Greenlands, I definitely still stick by the fact that I like the way I do things, and I'm going to stick to it. If I need to time lapse, I will do, but I want this to be almost like, except for any lost footage, which does happen, it really does. It's happened in my career as a content creator at least, well, more times I'd like to remember, sometimes through software that I've replaced since being a bit dodgy. Yeah, I did have a dodgy piece of software that lost quite a bit of my Lone Oak series, so I binned the software. There's no way I was going to put up with that. It was supposed to be commercial software, and it was awful. So I'm not going to name drop, that would be cruel. But yeah, hopefully they've improved the software. But I won't go back to it. It was, well, yeah, lost too many hours. It's a lot of pain, that, isn't it? It was typically the episodes that are pivotal when I bought the farm on Lone Oak, those type of things that are really important. But yeah, I think what I would do now is I would reload it. I've done that a couple of times. In fact, I've done it on this very Let's Play where the save goes wrong. I've literally loaded the save again, and I've done a second set of footage. It's a pain because obviously you've lost hours, but at least you can show an unbroken line of work to prove that you've got where you've got to by your own sort of things, without any skullduggery, no secret adding things in. And I'm not saying other content creators are doing that. That please don't take it that I'm saying everybody's dishonest. I'm saying we all know this game has that capability, so therefore the only way you can prove that is by your integrity as a person, and if you've built up that reputation with your viewers and they know that you are. Mr. CLP, I would say, is one of those type of people that he's had viewers for years, and people know that he's done his Eureka Farm stuff. And yeah, the stones thing that I said is the one that sticks in mind as the one that was, I thought personally, yeah, I didn't. That's one of the few things he's ever done that I was not impressed with. That I thought he'd gone too far, and that's just me because I play by a different set of rules. He hasn't gone too far, but it's we all have our inner set of rules on what makes us think something's right or wrong, or when someone's gone too far. And that one, again, it's not put me off Missy B. He still watch his content. It's amazing. But yeah, it was the one thing where I thought, oh, Eureka Farms, no. I mean, I'm not saying it was my favourite. Yes, you can play by these rules. I think on my Lone Oak I had the enhanced speed, the normal one where you can chip things. I did go that far. I allowed that, and I know we've got that again back on this, and I haven't allowed it. That's because I want to be where I am through normal means. This is a farming simulator, and I want to try and stay as pure as possible to what I consider. Let's just have a look at the field. Let's send those back. I think that's good enough. I think we've got a few little patches. We'll have a look when the data comes back in. Right, let's fold that. Oh, I keep doing that. Let me just... Yeah, okay, let's send that back again. Yes. I'm terrified at this. So he does it again. Lift. At least I didn't take a soil. Folds. That's it. I thought I was on the right one. Right, my bad. I've lifted it. Yeah, I have. It's alright. It's the little Zeta. It does sometimes struggle a bit. It's not the most powerful piece. It's a beautiful tractor. That is my absolutely favourite small tractor. It's a fantastic mod, this. And I love the fact it's got a front 3-point hitch as well. And it's not the money either, it's just a little cutie, I think. It's a very cute little tractor. Very nice. And it's red and black, so what's not to like? My favourite colours. I prefer more black to red though, if I'm honest. Yeah, I'm a more of fully black with bits of red. I think it looks beautiful. My favourite colours together. Right, anyway, enough waffling. Yeah. We'll have a look at the data and we can imagine this. Back. Let's leave this back. Yeah, I'm looking forward to actually making our yard once we've actually harvested the oats and reshaping the farm. That's the next... Oh, they are back. Definitely, I am right. That tree was definitely gone. Oh, I hate that when you get updates that put the trees back. I hope it's not going to keep doing this. I'm glad it's not grown, because this would drive me crazy if this had grown and we got to wreck the fields. Right, excuse me for 1 minute. We are going to, literally rip this off, and then we will have a look at that data. It means there's going to be another one in the field below us as well. I did think in the last episode I chopped those new trees. I thought, I'm sure I've done that. So it is. It's the update on this that came through this week. Right, so there should be one more on this field down here then. I think there was only one in these two. Yeah, there it is. I can see it. Sorry about racing across the fields, but we can't have this. It's ridiculous. Yeah. I do like the fact that we have only got one tree in each of these fields, so that was quite good. It was nice not to have to do too much. We'll just push these off quickly before the oats start to grow, and hope that any future updates don't keep making these trees grow, because that is annoying, especially if it's in the middle of your crop. I could cope with a lot of things, but that is annoying. Well, I can cope with it, but it's annoying you have to go over things that you've already done. Right, let's grab that and let's manually run those off the field. Now then, can we... Yeah, it's not actually... You can't scrape it on the... It won't like drop even if you do that. If you shake it, it's not caring either. Do you think it'll actually let you drag it on the top of the trailer? I don't think so. It's sort of like as if it sees the object as one. That's the only bad thing about, obviously. I need to do the boom a bit higher. Still a bit higher. Yeah, let's see if we can... Ooh, on the edge that way, I didn't realise. Depth perception. That's better. Let's see if... No, it's going to pull the truck over, isn't it? Oh, it's wobbling. No, I think if anything, I'm just going to pull the truck over, aren't I? I think the only thing I've got to do really is I'm going to have to reset the tool. Oh, I don't know. Hold on. No, it's just wobbling in it. It's not actually. It's so annoying because I've got to use this as well to push the trees out of the way. Right, okay. Right, let's think of the quickest way to push that this side over here. Yeah, this would be annoying if the crops had grown and the update had taken place and we've got to shove this off. The other thing is I've already chopped the branches off these things. So I have to do it again. I did quite a good job on these as well. They're not the easiest of trees. I found quite a reasonable way to do it, so I was quite pleased. But to have to do it all over again is a bit of a pain. I suppose I should look at the silver lining. It means now that we've got another 4 trees to sell at the as lumber at some point. But dealing with them twice. I suppose it is still profit, yeah. You've got to look on the silver lining, haven't you, not the dark cloud. Right, we did. Yeah, it's the one above now, isn't it? That's the last one to do. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to leave my. I will be fair though, we've only taken a bit of the silage additive out of this. What I'll do is I shall reset this and buy it again and basically just take a percentage off, because obviously we did. It should have reset now. Yes, it has. Brilliant. Yeah. That's a point. We need to push this the other way, aren't we? Because we're going to be pushing it into our own field. Yeah, then we'll look at the field data. And then we should check the stones again, because they have had quite a few minutes since that last time with me chattering. That's not pushing very well. It's going the wrong way. Let's see if we can try and guide it a little bit better. Yes, it's shepherding, tree shepherding today. It's not something you see very often on Farming Simulator. Yeah, we're trying to guide this lost sheep onto the side of the field. Absolutely. Ooh, yeah, he's like most sheep. It's not wanting to go the direction that you want it to go. Yeah. Tree husbandry. Oh, come on, don't be awkward. Yes, I've retweaked all of my graphics settings because I was producing massive, I mean humongous 4K content is already large enough, and I was producing massive videos of like 80 odd gigabytes, and to upload that to YouTube is a monster. Before I tweaked the settings the last time, I was actually often getting video sizes of 16 gigabytes when I'd use my editing software, using the encryption to reduce the file size. The natural encryption that it comes with, NVENC. Yes. Right, so let's just have a look at the field data now. On Precision Farm. Oh, wow, that has got a lot of silty clay. That's the worst field we've got. Wow. Now that's interesting though. It looks like the silty clay patch is ending at the edge of 19, which means it's got low next to it, so I think 9 and 19 are going to be 2 good fields. Also, following the patterns on that, 6 and 16 aren't going to be bad either. It's a banding of silty clay that look like they're going to go straight through those, but yeah, I think 6 and 16 are going to be decent fields, and 9 and 19. Gordon Bennett's 18 is awful. That's nearly all silty clay. That's terrible. Oh well, it is what it is. Right, we need to be setting this. Let's have a quick look at all of the stoners. Let's grab you while you're at the top. No, you've still got plenty of room. Yeah, I think these are going to go almost to the end of this actually with what they've got. Ooh, that's the point. Oh, let's switch your lights off. Let's get out of the tractor and leave it to it. Yeah, I was going to say let's get the seeders going, but we haven't got anything capable of actually doing it. And this is what I was saying about we need more tractors, especially on this Let's Play. We truly need a bigger team. Ooh. Yeah, this is actually no good for those. Obviously it would be if you were doing it with a front loader, but with the Funker being a 3-point link front thing, you can't lift it high enough, so this isn't any good for that. So it looks like actually I am going to go to a time lapse, because there's very little I can do, because all of our biggest tractors that can actually do the seeding are all in use. So until that's, we could, I'm trying to think if there's anything we need to place or that's interesting. No, not to, yeah, the trouble is I've ruined everything with doing the old fields. Obviously we've planted oats in this. Needs rolling. That's right, I said I was going to take the hits. I don't want to take the money down silly. What is on special today? Remind myself. Oh yeah, wow, I remember seeing this way too often. Yeah, this day's the same day that we've been on for ages. That's why it's 10 to 4 at night. And we still got this field to actually do. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to time lapse this, and then as soon as the first 2 tractors come to the end, we are literally going to grab this and seed it. So this episode is going to be us destoning and seeding this field while we still have March. We may well be hitting, oh no, actually it's March. No, actually it's still, yeah, daylight is not brilliant, is it, in March, thinking about it. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of these vehicles. The one is the furthest through the field. Is that you? No, you're actually the least furthest. I would say it's you behind. I think you're the most advanced, which, yeah, you would, because you were the one that we sent first. Ooh, this one does look like it's got more stone. Oh, wow, you have. Oh no, you've still got about half, so no, we're still good. Yeah, I would say this is going to be the first one to finish, and so we are going to sit in this one for a bit. I'm going to say my words. So what we're going to do, well, just to recap, is we're going to destone, then we are going to seed, and then we are literally finished for the. Oh, actually, we're going to also have to lime, and could we do that now with the Zetas? Yes, we could. Actually, they're trailed, so that's what we are going to do. Yeah, let's use our brain. Now, where is the Clarice? Yeah, in fact, let's use an absolutely fantastic feature that I love. Look at our garage and show on the map. I do like this feature. Absolutely amazing. I love looking for the green of the beam of light. Aha, there's a Zeta over there. Let's grab it. Smash in. These are very useful as well. So they can even do the windrower. So phenomenal. Right, we are going to. Yeah, I love the spread on this. Even for these big fields, this is phenomenal. We need to replace the silo, but I'd like that more in the middle. I would. Or fertiliser. Oh well, we can fertilise. It's not a problem. We've got the field data now, haven't we? So right. So I'm going to time lapse this. We're going to fertilise, we're going to lime, and we are going. Oh, that's a point. Actually, oats don't really need fertilising. They produce their own nitrogen. So I'd be sort of wasting my money, because I'm going to make that go perfectly green, as if it needs a lot, and waste all of that when it's. Yeah. No point. Waste of money. Now then, so let's grab the lime, that we will do. There is a little tiny bit of lime there, but I'm not good. Lime's not going to break the bank, thankfully. It takes ages for the cover to come off the Clarice, but it doesn't take ages to actually put it back on. It's very strange. Very strangely good, I might add. It's, yeah, fantastic. Less lime is exactly what we want. This we will do. We don't. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with nitrogen because they produce so much so that it's almost negligible what they actually have. So I'm going to say my words. We're going to lime that, and we are going to de-stone, and then we are going to sow our seeds. So without any further ado, I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. I'm just breaking off for a reason. For some reason, as I was going on, think either Giants have changed the rules for liming, or as in precision farming has changed. There have been a couple of little tiny updates I've noticed over the weekend, minor ones where it keeps on contacting the server update type of thing, but really small ones, what you call the hidden ones. And I thought either that, and then that's why I pulled the help menu up, and obviously it said that the automatic, I don't know when, that must have been a misclick or something, it really is, but obviously, yeah, all of our fields have got that horrible, apart from the patch I've just done when I turn on automatic. I did think if there's nothing in the fields, it should give it a perfect green, and it was, obviously it's a horrible yellowy green, so we've given all of our fields a baseline. What I'm going to do though now is I'm going to set a traditional worker going, and we are going to redo them so that we do get the proper pH out of this, rather than a horrible, yeah, this is a nasty, it's going to absolutely devour, it's going to cost us a fortune, but yeah, we shall get cracking. So I'm going to go straight back into a time lapse, but I just thought I'd explain, because yeah, why, what on earth is going wrong. So in fact, have I set a course up for 7? Let's have a look. I need to set these up anyway. I have. Load, activate. Right, we'll watch this for a bit. So I think the stones are now done. Trying to think if I said my words or not. No, I don't think we did. No, we're about to go into a time lapse, but yes, we'll focus on this for a few minutes, and yeah, I think the stones, I think they are empty enough that they will literally get to the end of. Yeah, this is going to take some lime to go from yellow to green, though. I can imagine it's going to cost us a fortune, but we do need the baseline. It only takes a little tiny bit every time. It's 0.5 of the thing, so it goes to a lighter green. You could actually get away with probably a couple of things. No, that's still not dropping out of that. I'm going to have to reset that and then buy some more and take off. We shall see how much we've got in there. Just actually let you have a look to see how much is in the thing. $1,480 litres. Okay. I can live with that. We're going to cheat though, because this is a game glitch. So as such, we are going to put store deliveries. Just save us a little race to the store, because this is something that shouldn't really be. Wow. Seriously? Oh my life. I didn't think you'd run out quite that quick. Gordon Bennett, this is going to cost us an absolute fortune. Wow, now that was unexpected. That does seem a little bit wrong, but hey ho. Right, okay, well we'll run with it. I knew it was going to be but we can do it. This is going to take a while as well. Yeah, we'll get rid of the silage additive. We rebuy it, and I'll see how much a full one costs, and then we'll get rid of what percentage we have already got rid of once we realise. So we've got 1,460 litres. I'd guess it was 2,002 tonnes, but I'm not sure. Wow, we're going to be backwards and forwards and this is a 7-tonner. Mind you, when you consider that is a small field, what we've done, I mean this is a big field, so yes, I suppose when you consider that it's a small field, 1 foot, but that lime doesn't go very far, it legitimately doesn't, and we are changing it from a horrible, vaguely lime state to a really plush, properly done, so yeah. Let's go nearest. This is not going to last long, so we need to be jumping straight back into that as quickly as possible. Right. Right, let's reset that then and hope it resets to there. So we want telehandler tools, reset. We have to do it on the map. I always forget that. That's crazy. No. Oh, we're too close. Okay, let's try that now. That's better. Reset. Oh, good. I wasn't sure because not everything resets to the shot. Oh, actually, that's amazing. Oh, it hasn't got rid of the... Oh, brilliant. Well, there you go. We didn't have to do any skullduggery. That's all good. Fantastic. I like it when a plan comes together in a good way and it doesn't cost you. There's no cheating or... I mean, not that I would have done. I would have just got rid of the one barrel and, you know, bought a new one and just deducted what we've already taken. So there would have been no cheating. I don't like that at all. Right. Wow. We've only just got one round. That's 2 corners. Shh. Wow. I don't know when unless it wasn't turned on by default and it was just on not automatic. That's possible, I suppose, because I can't recall ever. It is possible. You can hit key combinations on your gamepad, can't? Let's be honest, it's easy enough done. So without thinking it's something else. Yeah, I don't think I finished talking about my graphics setting, did I? Yeah, I'm a terror. I'll see it in editing and I'll think, you never finished that story. I'm a terror for starting, and then I'll go into something I'll need changing or filling, and then I won't go back. I'm a terror. Yeah, I've tweaked my graphics settings because they were awful. I was producing massive files for uploading to YouTube, some of them 80 gig, and it was getting stupid. So I never used to have them that high. So I went on my Erlingrad test map and I went through all the different settings that you could possibly set yesterday, and I've got it all tweaked so that it's optimal now. And again, I'm back down to reasonable size. And actually, funnily enough, the quality's better. It's really weird. The quality was worse with the bigger videos than it was with the normal one. So yeah, it's very... I'm really glad that I've done it and tweaked it. So yes, that's that story finished at least. Now what was I saying? Yeah, we've done that, so that's another job done. We've got the silage additive back properly. Oh, that field is going to take this. I would not be surprised if this takes us 20 grand to line these monster fields. I suppose, yeah, they are monster fields, so that's what I'm saying. It is what it is. Right. I do think when you are dealing with, that's what I said, when you go big, the cost is big as well. You can't have it all ways, can you? But we've gone big, and yeah, I'm quite intrigued. I like the shape of the fields. But I say I'm looking forward. My biggest looking forward to is re-sculpting the yard here. I would like to. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the best possible sort of shaped. Now that I've got to see, switch the lines up for 1 minute because I'm not sure. Yeah, it is that way. I thought so. Stay in it. There's no point in not. It will be in as we're chattering again, and we're going to be in and out of this like a yo-yo. I do think it going forwards. Much as I say, it's not going to do this every single time. Once we've got these green, that's why I prefer to lime after every harvest rather than do it every 2 or 3. Because again, it's okay. You've got run over all your fields, but you've got 42 metre spreads. Doesn't normally take a long time on monster fields like this. Yes, it does take a while, but yeah, normally it doesn't take that long. I think my Greenlands, with the field size of those, it doesn't take me terribly long to zip over the entire farm, whereas this is a monster. But again, we're also, I suppose, yeah, even in Greenlands, I've done the fields as I like to, which is after every single harvest. That way the touch-up is minimal, costs you the least, but you do need to obviously spin over every single time, so... Right. Let's just check how those three are doing. Ooh, they look like they're getting close to finished. Sure whether this, yeah, I might actually finish this, whereas we've done these first two limes. It will be guided by the stoning. If the stoning is finished, yeah, I definitely do think we need a couple of clarises though. I do. Again, for future expansion, I'm going to try and manage with what I've got, because I want us to expand the farm animals, and that is now top priority. So if we have to struggle a little bit and keep filling and all the rest of it, then we will do. For a little while. Yeah, I can't afford to triple and double up on everything. We've got a good baseline. We've got a couple of ploughs, yeah, a couple of jockeys, a couple of cedars. Now we have only got one trailer because due to what happened, I did buy two, but the lost footage happened on the one where I bought the second trailer. So we have only got one trailer. It confused me a little bit until I realised what had actually happened. I thought, now I get it. So yeah, we've only got the one trailer. I would like to definitely, even going forward, to get the big 70 tonners. I do love them. They are my favourite trailers. And I know there's the Unreal one, the big brother to that, which is double that, which you can do 250 tons. But I'm as I say, I'm trying to stay realistic, and I think that one holds another 16 tons and is almost twice as dear. So I'd sooner go for the realistic 70 big 70 tonners and just literally. I think we may as well fill this up. Let's go a little. I do like this one when you've got precision farming. Right, let's just do a splash here. And I think we'll fill up bins. We're down this end. We know we're going to run out before we get to the top of the field, so it seems silly to me. And that was another thing I was trying to say about a central point. I would like to, but we are going to have 6 fields, I think. The 2 to the, yeah, the other 6 and 16 to the left, and obviously this is in an optimal position between all, in the middle of all 6 fields. I'm trying to do the design of my farm to trying to change it, and obviously you learn from, because obviously you put something somewhere and then you think, yeah, that wasn't the best place, I should have really put it blah blah blah. So again, I'm trying to apply the principles that you learn as you go on, and I think in the middle you can have them at the top and you can have them at the bottom, but why not stick one in the middle in a good place rather than, I mean, don't get me wrong, you're always going to run out sometimes at the top of the field, in which case it's still a pain in the backside, but it is a central point, is centre for the entire farm. So I think that's worth doing. Again, I might sort of think, oh, well, I'm going to actually put one at the top of the fields and one at the bottom. It might actually not be a bad thing. That way you are, for saying they are pick-up, drop-off points for contracts with H2 Studios for stuff, it's not a bad thing. It's not like the 2,500. When you're dealing with the scale that we are, that is a drop in the ocean when you've got 6 big fields. So yeah, I'm trying to design the optimal, and also again, I would like to include all of you viewers in this. Please throw me your ideas. Yeah, there are good ideas, like, you know, things like in the middle of the fields and stuff like that, which really seriously are going to make things better. Now, I'm not sure I've done this one. Let's have a look. Have we done a 42 course on this? And CP2, which is 17. We have indeed. Clear, load, activate. Let's do first. Let's see you run out in about 10 seconds flat. Yeah, so we'll do as much as we can. We will finish whatever field we are on, unless it's the big monster field, and that we'll leave the rest of that till next time. I'm going to let the stone pickers be the end of this session, because it has been a monster still. And we have done more talking than time-lapsing, to be honest. There's only been a few sort of minutes in between where we've done time-lapsing because of the jobs we've done, so I quite like that. I do try to... It's hard to keep things interesting when the scale's massive, especially when you show all the field work, and I do realise that. That's the one thing I say about the way that I do it. It just favours small to medium farms over big. But that's the entire reason for time-lapsing, isn't it, really? So it keeps it... You've got a bit of music to listen to. And also, as I've said, because of the way I do this, I do realise if you know all I'm going to do is lime a thing, then you could go to the very end of the video and think, yeah, right, it's down to 60 grand. What I'm trying to say is there's going to be some episodes like that which people find boring because the nature of that particular thing. So again, I mean, the other thing is, though, you don't always know, like, we've had quite a few chatty sessions, quite a few chatty minutes. You don't always just talk about the Let's Play. You can miss some vital information, or me talking about something, a new mod that's fantastic that you might really be interested in. So, yeah, in some ways, that's the other thing. It's not always that if you go to the start and the finish of a video, you miss a lot in the middle that might be actually interesting, and it might actually say something that you want to hear. But as I said, I am also asking for your ideas on the perfect farm, positioning of things and all the rest of it, so I want to get this right. Again, I don't mind going with people's ideas, running with it, and then we can analyse it at the end and think, right, was that good? What could be improved on it? What was, yeah, I do. I think that is yeah, so really the multifruit buying really wants to be dead centre, which actually, yeah, thinking about it, it's not, that is dead centre, because we're going to have two fields to the left as well, so that is about right, and I did actually think of that when I actually placed it, I remember saying. So I think I've got that right. If you were going to go for just one, then that's right. I think, personally, one at the top, in the middle, and one at the bottom in the middle is also not a bad idea. But please, by all means, let me know what you all think on the design of farmyards. I truly am all ears. Things that you'd like to see that I've missed, things that you would like to see. Yeah, because I want to go all out in productions. I definitely want to. Where did we start there? And we finished in that corner. Wow, we're not getting very far with this for 7 tons. Phenomenal. Yeah, but I really would like your ideas, because I always think every one of my Let's Plays is our farm, not just mine. So yeah, still a few little bits of stone I've seen as we've been passing, so it's not perfect, but not many. Yeah, 2 or 3 on a field of this size, you can certainly think that's not bad at all. I think it was somewhere about here. Well, yeah. See where the wheel marks. They are very useful, aren't they, wheel marks? Oh no, that one. Oh, it's fantastic. That's the first one. Oh, I did say no. I was going to plant, wasn't I? Yeah. Can't forget that. That means the other two aren't going to be far behind. Oh, this looks like the full runner. Yeah, actually, yeah, scratch that. We're going to need to seed this. That was the entire point of this session. So we'll carry on with the liming, and we'll get 2 of these doing the seeding, and this is going to take a while. And we'll definitely time-lapse that, though, because that is a monster job. It really is. It's going to take a while, but it is the entire reason. That's why we haven't spent time up or anything like that, because I think that was on its last run as well. It should all be reasonably close, because other than me running a couple of them from the bottom end, which takes the most time, we have actually pretty much been of a muchness, pretty much at the same time. So yeah, we've done more talking than a little. I mean, we've carried on working. We're getting work done as well, and I do like that. And we've also skipped from tractor to tractor quite a bit. I do like that. As I say, it is, I always say, it is about, I call it smoke and mirrors. As a content creator, taking you on a journey, and sometimes the journey is more interesting than others because it isn't possible. Oh, I haven't brought the fungus with me, Wally. Now you've gone out of all sequence. these up, move these at some time. I'm going to totally not know what I've done. It's Jockey. I think they're down by the Omatana. I'm trying to think of the names. What's it called? The thing that processes grass and makes it into silage, that's the thing. I just can't think of its name right now. Yes, that, definitely. I know that, yeah, I was right, they are down here. I thought I'd seen them. I think we'll make do with the seeds that we've got. Say, I don't think we're going to need to top up for doing these. I think what we've got in is... I thought I was going to smack into that then. So I'm watching the back. Right, while we're passing this, let's just quickly grab him. And... yeah. Refill. I didn't know we were going to be like running out every 2 minutes. Is that actually stopped? Is that on the stone? Was it this one? Say the messages are all wrong. No, it is, yeah, it is that one at the bottom. I don't know what the message was, that was an error message. Right. I would say then the aggro star is also on its last run. Ah, finish work. So there was an error message, and then it said finish work. I don't know. Yeah, the messages are all out of kilter. You often don't see them until afterwards when you've jumped in a tractor, and then it will tell you the message. It's really bizarre. Get sprayed with. Right. Oh, yeah, that's the one we just sent up. It's about halfway down that, so it's going to take long. I don't think we've set the course for this one. I'm sure there's a bit of stone there that we need to pick up as well. Right, let's have a look. So this is 8 and 18. I don't think we've done anything on that one. No, we haven't, not on this anyway. Right, so we need to create job, field, target where we are. Generate, we want 2, and oh, wow, it's perfect. Generate. Brilliant. Close, save, activate. 6 meter, 2 implements. Smash it. Let's go to first. And are we still on oats? We are. First waypoint, go. Right, let's go grab the other one that's finished at the top of the field. We've just sent. Pad me. With you, we'll tip the stones and we should put these where they should be, not like for the other one. Oh, it's so hard to tell. Oh, it's the RX-170. Yeah, this is the best one actually for this, because this is, yeah, this is the right kind of horsepower for the 143 horsepower. I could manage it, but actually I'm not sure. Let's have a look at that. I'm sure it's slightly out of its range, but it will cope with it. Let's have a quick look and see if I'm right. Do like to get my facts straight. Yeah, 160 horsepower. I am right. It's 17 horsepower out. Not that that is negligible. It won't even make a difference of a mile an hour, I would have thought, with that kind of. Smash in. Let's set you go in, and then we'll grab the other one off the field before it gets clocked by, I would imagine. Oh, actually, that is a point. Let's grab you, and I'm going to send you over here. Have I sent the right one? Right. Please Please tell me I have sent the right one. No, I haven't. I hate that when you've got the... Yeah. It's you are the one I want. Right. Let's see if you like the task or you fail or what. Yeah, this is the... I can't believe I was going to end the session without actually planting the field. It's the entire reason for everything we've done. The culmination of all the prior work, all that needs to be refilled again. Of course it does. We'll set this going though, because these are going to take a while. Yeah, so we'll just crack on with the liming then, I think. Until these, I'm going to finish all the liming on, so to be honest, thinking about this. I think we'll swap tractors as well. Once the little seat is finished, because it doesn't struggle, but yeah, it's not. There's the beginning of the course just there, so let's set you where you're going to start. And let's pick your course. 818, 6 metre, clear, load, activate, and you should be right. 1. Let's just make sure I'm picking the right one. It should be on the right hand side, not the left. Yeah, that looks like you're going for the right one, but I want to make sure. I'm a terror for charging off and bad things happen, all because I'm in too much of a rush not to make sure that the job's done properly. I'm a firm believer in efficiency, but efficiency also means making sure that everything's done properly, whereas I'm a bit of a terror for charging off, thinking that that is the best way when it's not always. Right, let's grab you. This is perfect actually, we'll swap tractors at this moment. Wow. Can't get over how much lime we're using. We were up at 88,000, I think. This is the only thing. Wages obviously are taking a little bit, but they are only hundreds. Even with 2 or 3 or 4 tractors, it's only... Actually, no, it does add up over the hour. I think it's about 1,200 for a worker for an hour, isn't it? So, yeah, for 4 workers, that is, yeah, 4,800. Right, let's grab the bigger, slightly faster tractor. Not that it's faster for, obviously, fertiliser, but yeah, liming. We don't need to worry about the fertiliser now that I do. Why is that pottinger weird? What's happened to that? Why are you at an odd angle? It's bizarre. I don't understand why that's like that. Okay, well, that's all I needed to know. Oh. Yeah, I need to empty this out. Oh, well, we've got to run the things up. It's all work, it all needs doing. He says as he nearly rams the fertiliser onto the field. I could have set the Z to go in with that. Oh well, it doesn't matter. We've got work to do. Right, looks like he's on his second headland any minute. He's nearly matched. Yeah, he has. So they're doing well. That's 12 metres, a 12-metre run when that other one's finished. He's about a third of the way round. These are big fields, but look at that. That's not bad though. We've only just set them going and they've already done 12 metres. I must remember those little tiny ellipses on the corners, mind you. Do I need to worry about it? It's not like we've got little fields where that really becomes a major... Right, let's drop these off. In fact, yeah, let's put it behind the other one. It's quite an efficient way of stacking. Yeah, this is the one thing I'm going to say about this. The sessions on this are quite monstrous. They really are. I'm glad I've got my recording time down, because this would be an absolute monster. I mean, as in the file size would be humongous for this kind of... Yeah, what time did I start on this? I must have been on this... I don't like my sessions to be much longer than 2 hours, and this is going to definitely top that. I'm not surprised. Yeah, it really is a bit of a... But the entire reason for doing all of the preparation we have done is so that we can plant oats, so yeah. Down there at the bottom, weren't we? Oh, we've not loaded the cores, of course we haven't. Right, so we do need to load 17.2 metre, clear, load, activate, or about there. Not quite. Not quite. Should see the wheels, yeah, about there. Fantastic. Nearest. Right, I think we're going to go into a time lapse because we're just going to rinse and repeat this. We're going to be liming and we are going to be seeding, and that is it. So I am going to say my words this time. I think we've done all the chattering that needs to be done. We've explained. Yeah, I really do keep your ideas coming in. I'd love to hear from you all on what you think about the optimal design. Really, as I say, is our Let's Play. We've all got strengths and weaknesses. I'm trying to think as scientifically and as good as possible. I don't mind, yeah, spending money. I even just trying things out. It's, yeah, there is no right or wrong answer. This is not like a trick where I'm trying to like say, oh no, that's a rubbish idea. That is. It's all about trials. Sometimes some of the best ideas you had are accidents. Some of the best things in life have been accidents, where people have done something and thought, oh wow, that's a good idea. I've done it myself. I have, even on Farming Simulator. I've very frequently found something out and thought, ooh. I will give you an example. I will. I found by accident, because of a game mechanics error, that you could use the Tadge fund to grab... Now I've been using the extractor so you can make long lines of things. Now this was, again, it's not traditional, but it works. And I said, when I'd finished, basically, I'll finish the story. We had about 30 bales, and the last bale that the extractor sends out is the one that it needs to be right, and it had gone wrong, which that meant we could not cut open the bales. And because of that fact... 1 second. Yeah, because of that fact, we couldn't cut open the bales. They would have stayed, that snake of about 30 bales, stuck on the field, because obviously game mechanics, it's not like real life where I could choose another bale. It was stuck. So to get out of the problem, we leased a fence 1100, and attached the Tadge fund to the back. Now I don't know if it's supposed to, and I would suspect not. But if you spam connect with the Tadge fund, it did eventually connect to the bales, and then I dragged the bales to the sell point. Now I've got to be honest, to drag to it was on our field, I might add. I mean, yeah, you couldn't drag it across the map, I realise that, but obviously if you like what I've done, you've got the mini BGA on your land. To drag 30 bales in a line to the only bad point about it is obviously you've got baler wrap on, so if you're dragging them through the mini BGA, obviously you're gonna get an environmental impact thing, aren't you? Although I'm not sure that is caused by that. It seems to be more the negatives on your field and positives, but we shall see. I'm not sure. I'm not arguing that it isn't or it is. I don't know enough about it, but it seems to me that you get a plus if you do something that's when your bonuses, and you also get a better bonus the higher your score is on the field, which is something that watching Clutch Simulations taught me. He got his his thing right up to the 90s. He was spraying his fields, his grass fields, even though they didn't need spraying, because precision farming was wanting the fields spraying. So therefore, to reach the highest bonus, he sprayed his fields. Didn't waste hardly any herbicide either, because the fields didn't really need spraying, but because precision farming said they did, he did it. And that meant he got better bonuses. So it does actually hit you in your wallet if you do follow precision farming in that way, which is obviously a good thing. And also it hits you hard if you've got bad numbers, and you get minus, you get deductions if your precision farming is terrible. So yeah, sometimes it is more about your overall score than I think having baler wrap, but obviously in real life it would always be a good idea to take the wrap off. But yeah, my point is, obviously, yeah, we're going to need to do this from scratch, aren't we, thinking about it. I did this manually as well, so right, let's set this going. Set a course. Right, create job, field, target, open close generator. We only want one, number of headlands 3, generate. Oh, actually no we don't, that is way too many. 3, there's no way it can do 3 on. Yeah, 1 I think is more like it. It actually did manage 2. Actually, that was better. Let's try 2 then. Yeah, I do prefer that, if I'm honest. Right, so let's save the course. 40, oh no, 8 and 18. Save, activate, 42 metre. First. Yeah, this is going to again cane the use of that. Right, now then, let's have a look. How are we doing? Ooh, yeah, doing well, I've got to be honest. Yeah, this is going to take us a while though. Yeah, I can't remember if I did finish the bit about. Yeah, let's jump in that tractor. Let's watch something interesting at least while I'm waffling on. Right. Yeah, we definitely, I think, need a bit of a, even with 7 tons. Yeah, I think this is, when you go to this scale, if this is sometimes when going. Now, I've never made any bones. I'm not a massive fan of the Breddles, but this is one time when the Breddle does come into its own, because it has got a huge capacity. So trundling along with a 24 metre spread for a lot longer is a lot better than coming with a Claris 7 tonner, because it's the trundling in between all of those refills which is wasting your time. So then actually this becomes more, I would say it's about the same. I would say one of these is roughly the same as a Breddle, so I still think mine is the better of the two, but I have got to be honest, you're on the field for longer, but then of course your spread is almost half of this as well. So I think if one of those, like the Maximus came out, is it the Maximus in FS, that was a humongous amount of capacity, for this particular Let's Play, that would probably be the way to go. Something with a massive capacity that you're not going to run out every 10 seconds. Because, yeah, I mean, again, once we have done this field completely, it is, wow, look at that, what they've done already. That's phenomenal. Goes to show how big the field is though. When you look at how that and then you look at that, it shows you the scope of the field. I mean, look, 42 metre spread. I would say that must be about 30 metres they've done already, and it just looks like that. That goes to show how big these fields are. I mean, of course, it's good for us yield-wise. That's the other thing, isn't it? Harvesters. Yes, we are going to need to either buy or lease. Yeah, that's why we need to look after our money. Mind you, we're going to have to lease. There's no way we could possibly buy with 78,000, not even the one that I like. And we need to, I would say, at least 2 harvesters on all of these fields. So yeah, I would say we've only got the... Now, did I say leasing was allowed? Now that is a point. Have I shot myself in the foot? Because this is a survival. I'm gonna have to check my rules of engagement. I am. Or we may have shot. I might have actually got to the point of no return. Still, I would have to do what I've done in other Let's Plays. If you've got to stick to your guns, we would have to sell off a few things, which is a terrible place to be. You know something? I am going to have to check my rules of engagement, because we're about at a point where we could just about buy 1 harvester, even if it was the smallest, the Starliner. We're just about at that point. Well, I suppose it is true. I'd have to sell one of the jockeys, or maybe the big trailer, because I've got no grass to cut. No. Actually, that's a point. Haven't I got grass in the? Got a bit of digestate. Oh yeah, we've got 500 tons. Yeah, I'm being silly. We've got 18 tons of silage. No, we're fine. Whew. That was a bit of a stressful moment. That was. I've got to be honest. I was like, yeah, panic stations. Yeah, I will check though, because I'm not sure that we allowed leasing on this. I can't remember whether we did, whether we said we've got to buy. I'm going to check my rules of engagement. I am beginning to write those down on the... Ooh. Excellent, Mr. Smith. Very good. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, that's a bit of a stark reminder. Those plants hid that very well. All I could see was that patch of white. So I would say that we need to get this sorted quite quickly, because we don't want accidents like that happening again. Luckily, in this world, the lime doesn't go a cropper, because in the real world, I think I would have tipped that all over the place. Absolutely, wow, look how much we've done. This is a monster. Yeah, so that was a scary moment, that realising. I'm almost sure that we said we can't, we've got to own, so that means we are, this first harvest is going to be a bit of a monster, because we're only going to be able to afford cheap harvesters. I mean, you always have got to go, well, it's obvious you've got to start with a starter harvester. My favourite is the modded case. I used to love this in FS19. I'm not sure if it's the same model, but it is about the same. Right, let's set this going again. Nearest. I'll show you, actually, while I'm waffling on. This is one time when I don't mind showing this type of thing. So it is the harvesters, and I think 69 grand. It is actually quite powerful as well. It has, yeah, your engine size, I would say, that's 305 the best. It is. Right, so yeah, it's, I think this can go up to a 9 metre-ish. So for a starting harvester, that's not bad. Most of them start off as 6 meters and 4.2s and things like that. So a 9 meter header on a starting harvester is not bad. And I know it can, because I've been on, I think, or did we go for the 7? I think it was a 7.5. And I was about to try on my Riverside Farm Let's Play, which was a nuclear, which is finished now. We'd done it. I think we'd had a 7.5 meter, which I think was the one it's supposed to have. So even if it won't take a 9, I can't remember if I did. Sure, I leased the 9 on the last harvest. Oh, that was a perfect place to run out. Yeah, I'm sure I did. So I'm sure it's the 9 meter that is about its limit, which is absolutely amazing for a starter harvester. So I will probably end up getting a team of those, but as long as we can afford one and a header, we should be alright. And with 500 tons, and we've got till, I think it's September, isn't it? Let's have a quick look. I'm sure it's September harvest. For oats. Oh no, it's only July, August. This is a very short one, isn't it? I remember saying that. Yeah, so we haven't got long. Imagine we've got 75 grand now already. Yeah, I mean the lineman's going to cost quite a bit, but not that much. Although it's gone down from 88 grand to 75, so yeah, it's considerable. This is the last direct cost though, so yeah, this is costing us more than I thought because of how much we're needing to put down. But again, this is not going to always be this expensive, and it is a part of farming. It really is. Lime, as cheap as it is, when you've got to go on this type of scale, it certainly scales up to be quite expensive. So wow, they are doing very well, the seeders. I think yeah, they're on their ups and downs now, aren't they? I would say. Let's have a look. Wow, they are definitely. Oh, I would say that's halfway. I would. With headlands, always make things difficult to see, but I would say that is half of the field. So they've done half of the field. It's amazing. That's again. You imagine if a team of 3 of those. Even though they're only 6 meters, that means it's an 18-meter seeder. In time, though, I would like to go for the Great Plains, the 18-meter, because I think a couple of those and 36-meter, and I don't think we would need anything else. We could have the jockeys as well for the smaller of the fields, and a couple of those monsters. I've said this all along. I want to go big on this. Go big or go home. So obviously for starting off, the jockey was ideal, but it's, yeah, going forwards, I think we need to go big. So we either part X them and get a 18-meter, I suppose even one 18-meter for those 2. What would we get for those? About 30 grand each, 60 grand. We need 120, so yeah. Again, that's not top priority though, it's order of importance. I want to get the animals, I do, that's my next big thing, and I'm hoping the oats are the thing that give us enough money to do that. I'd like to go open pastures, as I said. We need to buy, one field, 6 I think is the one that, yeah, because that one's got those trees encroaching on that section, quite a few. 16 is going to make the better field for arable, or no, it would be arable. Yeah, that's it. I don't want us to go any bigger than that. I think that would become absolutely stupendously bad. Where on earth did we get to? We'll just follow the green path, and you'll see where you get to. I think this corner, didn't we? Yeah, no, that was what was worrying me. As I was thinking, why is this so yellow? This should be green. And I was thinking, perhaps those updates have changed the rules of precision farming. And I thought, I don't think even Giants would do that. Not to set a baseline and get us all used to a set of rules. I know they do it from between different iterations of the game. They've done it on a lot of them, changed rules, I think, to keep us all on our toes. But when you've set the rules, I don't know that they've ever. They probably have. You could probably correct me on that, but yeah, it wouldn't surprise me in some ways, I don't think. But I've never known it personally to change anything major. Right. Yeah, trying to think. This is a monster. This is going to be a 2.5 hour session in total. Not sure whether to split this in 2. It's almost like watching a movie. and nowhere near as interesting. I am fully aware that Farming Simulator is an acquired taste. I just think in this time of violence and horror and all the rest of it, I don't know about everybody else, and I know some people love the violence, the violent games, zombie movies and occult and all the rest of it, whereas me personally, that's not something I'm a massive fan of, any of that, and especially the violence side of it, all violent games. I'm not saying I've never done it. I was a Quake fan in my younger years, but I've had enough of all that. I like nice things, and Farming Simulator, there's nothing horrible or violent about it. So I thought, well, let's create some content like all of the others, because you're not hurting anybody. yes, it can take a bit more of your time, especially creating content can, than you sort of anticipate, but it's just a hobby. It really is. I love doing it, and it's also a commitment now. You can't start a channel and then, well, I don't think you can. You're making a commitment to those who watch your content that you're going to carry on making that content, unless something terrible happened. Obviously, that's that no one foresees. That's no one can make that kind of commitment. But yeah, 1,961 wage payment. Ooh, of course. We will have had some money off the lime thing, won't we? Now, has it got any water in it? Because that normally goes up quite a bit. Yeah, I'm relying on that to a degree. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the production, see if there's any water in there. Lime. Yeah, no, there is. Oh, no, actually, it has run out now. Yeah, that's 12 tons. Okay, so we need to top that up. Have we got any tractors near it? Yes, the little Zetas. Let's go and grab one of those. Oh, mind you, we're gonna, let's wait till the next refill, because this does not take long to get down the lime. So we should wait for the next refill. Jump in the Zeta. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. There's a lot of tractor jumping on this session, and a lot of between different things and different jobs. So yeah. I was half saying once about the content. Yeah, I do think it is a commitment. You make a commitment to your viewers that you're going to carry on making content. Is that right? Oh yeah, of course it is. It's where they've gone and done another set of seeds through the middle of the line that we've already done. Yeah, that's spot on. Yeah, I just think in this sort of time of where there's horrific things on, that I just wanted to create something that was nice, that was non-violent, doesn't hurt anybody. So yes, I think this game is fantastic for that. It's always much harder to create something positive than it is to destroy. And there are lots of necks. But as I said, there are very few places to hide on field sizes like this. It is just us versus the land. So this is the hardest space as a content creator, I find, to keep this interesting without the switches or the lots, the big teams and things like that make it a little interesting and not take very long. So that in time we will make this more interesting because we can, but at the minute, because it seems like we've got a lot of tractors, but we've not got enough for what we're trying to do. We've got a real skeleton crew of how big this team should be once we have got everything in the optimal. It's not optimal at the minute, definitely not. We could do with probably double the amount of tractors. Of course, I mean, if you were just doing grass work, I think Clutch Simulations was doing just grass work, and he'd got quite a large team and really good equipment for doing that. But yeah, if you've got doing lots of different things, you don't just need that. You need lots of things. So right, let's go and grab the Zeta while we've got a minute. I don't know, that's left the engine. Left the engine on the other one. No, what I have now. Right, now this is very fitty style. Now I'm not sure if this is the SMP. I've never used this. This is the first time I've used it. I've always wanted to, so we might try another water thing. I thought to begin with it was something to do with this being too close, the well, which is why I moved it, but actually it seems to glitch. Yeah, if I press it stops for no reason whatsoever, and I've never had any other trailer to do that. I suppose what we could do to test this, which is going to be a bit of a David and Goliath type thing, is we could go and grab it's not like this water. Oh, I know, I think I'll roll well. Yeah, this is a bit of a... No, I've got some digestate in this, haven't I, actually? So I might as well actually do two birds with one stone. I may as well. It's silly not to. I know it's not a lot, but we're here now. We're going to take the money up a little bit. We'll fill this with water. Yeah, that would be realistic. I mean, I'm realising this is a bit of a David and Goliath, but I'm a firm believer in that story. So yeah. Ooh, it's struggling somewhat though. It's a bit. It's not liking that. And that's only got 3. Once you've not got far to go, if we're lucky, we should be able to put this, once we've emptied it, across both things and actually. Ooh, not got that. That's why. Yeah, it doesn't show you the amounts. It always used to show you the amounts up top, and I don't know if that's the courseplay message system that's actually blocking that anymore. But usually the message system does go underneath anyway, so I don't think it is. There's a lot of weird things that aren't right in the game that seem to be getting worse, not better, and not being addressed. So Giant seem to be break something with almost every update, and then whatever they addressed gets fixed, but then there seems to be a massive wait for the fix of the things that they've broken. It just seems. Let's see if we can push them along. I know we're going to be trying to make this a long trail. If we're lucky, we might be able to straddle both the start and the finish. Imagine, will I? I think we're going to need to refill the limer, aren't we? So while that's filling, because it does take time, that's a perfect time for that, because it really does take an absolute age to fill, and the water is free from that well. I do love that. It's amazing. Yeah, so I don't think we're going to be long, you know, although it's been a massive session. I think I've managed reasonably well to not bore you to tears with moving around from one job to another. Keep it a little bit interesting, which is difficult to do on these type of. There's nowhere to hide really. My No Man's Land was a bit like that as well. I did always say that. I was not surprised I didn't get many viewers. It was also quite early on in the channel when we didn't have that many viewers. It's starting to get. Yeah, the channel's getting a bit of traction now. It's nice to see viewers. It's nice to see comments. I was determined very early on. I wanted to engage. I didn't want to be one of those where you just put text on the screen. I wanted to engage with you, the viewers. I wanted to, I must admit, I love Miss Silly P's way of doing that. I suppose watching someone you admire do something is. Now then, where did I get to? I think we've just gone past it. Yeah, here. I wanted to do the same. I thought I'd struggle with that because I am a very shy person, but it is funny when you're talking to friends you don't know yet. I often put it like that, and I do stick to that. Yeah, you've just got to talk to people as if you friends are with me on the field, as if you're talking to your best friend on the phone. That's how I just look at it like that, and that's the way that I do it. Right, let's go grab I would say that we're not full, but I would say that we're quite. Yeah, that'll do. Now then, let's see. Oh yeah, that would. Oh no, I'm also dragging the Foncusser and crashing into the side of the stone. Oh, it's doing that thing with its portholes. It drags things when the portholes are. It's my fault. It's touching the edge of the stone. Oh, it's not actually. It's not that. It is actually how heavy it is. Which caused it to be. Come on, little one, we believe in you. You can do this. I think it could because we're straddling two triggers. Oh, wow. Well, that proves it was the SMP, because that had no difficulty and no fitty and starty. So do you know what? Yeah, I'm not a massive one for carrying on. The SMP has been around for a while now, so let's just sell it. Yeah, we'll have to get another one. I would like one that's dedicated. There's actually, yeah, that is a point. There is a fantastic. I'm going to drag this back to where it should be. Oh, no, I'm not. It's more important that we refill the limer. Well, we're getting there. I would say we're about halfway with the limer, if I'm honest. That should bring in quite a bit of cash from the crusher in an hour at 6 o'clock. Be glad when we finish, because we have done nothing but work all March, so this goes to show how busy a farm is, and this has been ×1, so this day has literally lasted sessions. It really has. It's been a monster day, or monster month of very, very busy. I must remember I need those stones shifting before I go a crop for a second time. We'll grab that actually, yeah, while we're filling. Mind you, this doesn't take long. We shall fill this, set it going, and we'll grab the telehandler. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. Yeah, let's do it the old way. Oh no, because I can't really see the line, can I? I can't see where I got to. That's the only bad thing about that with fields this size. Well, you can send them on the worker screen to start at a certain place, but you need to be able to see the precision farming, the green on the field. So where did I get to? I wasn't paying attention, I was busy chatting. Well, this is all green. Did I get to this top section? Was I about to turn? Looks like it. What I was. Looks like we got to the top, just about to turn around. Yeah, that looks about right. Yes, we did. See, it's the yellow there. Right, so we'll get the telehandler. And we shall send the telehandler. Set destination is about where that bit of green is. Just about there. Fantastic. Oh, I thought he'd gone wrong then. Oh, a scary moment with that 2.5 asset. Do you know what? Yeah, let's save it. I'm not taking any chances on this. Sorry to actually drag you through that as a content creator. That's a cardinal sin to show that, but we have lost some humdingers on this map. We really have. I really don't want to be wasting to go through 2.5 hours again to get to the same point. It is, yeah, it's monstrous. Yeah, I would say that we are. Let's have a look at the precision farming bit, see how well we're doing on this, how much liming we've got left to do. Ooh, well over halfway. Yeah, another massive run in the middle, I would say. Oh, hang on. Have we missed? I think we've missed it, because this is the finish line. This is him going to the stop, so I missed a middle section somehow. Yeah, I think when I started him in the wrong position on this time. Yeah. Yeah, he should have turned around. Yeah, we'll switch the lines on for this next one. We are still nearly finished though. I shall set this going, and then we'll grab that pile of stone, stick that in the stoner, and we'll have done quite well. I do think one of the top things we do need to do though, now I've made aware of, because I'm almost sure we're not supposed to be leasing on this one. I'm sure that sticks in my mind as one of my things, because I wanted this to be very survival. As in, like, yeah, it's also, if we make a mistake that costs us, then yeah, you'd have to literally sell some equipment to get yourselves back on the road. I do seriously think that's the way that I intended this to be. But yeah, I will check. Because I could be speaking a right load of rubbish and it's nothing like that at all. Right, let's switch the lines on. Okay, actually no, I was right. So what happens then? How do I branch out? I must do. Oh wow, I'm a bit close to him. Oh, this is very odd. Whoa, nearly? What on earth are you playing at? We've missed some, I don't get that. We've missed an entire section in the middle, so but the lines say Or is it that these... No, because it's yellow. It's nothing to do with that. I must... What have I missed? Because I can't see... Ah, I can. It's that one to the left. Yeah. Alright, let's manually do this. Yeah, we need to go down and... So I may as well keep this going because it is... No, we've done this already. Yeah, it's this bit down the bottom when we come up. Yeah, this bit here. No, we've done this. I think this patch. Maybe not. No, we have actually, yeah. Must be the up then. That makes no sense. It doesn't look right. We're just going to manually do this. I wonder if the foot... I've never known Courseplay to make a mistake like that though. I'm not going to class it as a Courseplay mistake. It's not far off. Oh, it is. Oh no, he's gone over that with a cedar actually, so that's... No, stick to your... I love the diagram. I do love having the precision farm, and I think you can almost do this by looking at that. I often do that, especially on... that's one thing I missed about precision farming. On Calms, I remember some of those fields of corn when you're doing either liming... Well, no, actually, you don't do liming, do you? The fertilising contracts. Now, this would have been invaluable because you cannot for the life of you see when you're in corn where on earth you are. So yeah, it would have been invaluable to be able to see that on the map. Well, mind you know, you've not got the data. That wouldn't work, would it? You've not got their data. It doesn't show you, does it? No, I think it does. So no, I'm hyperbolizing and not actually... Yeah, it's all a load of rubbish. Right, yeah, I am not going to bother with nitrogen though. Really, it is minimal for this. So in a minute we should do the last of this. We'll grab that stone, and I don't think it's going to take very long for them to mop that up, do you? I think I think we're about there. So one more run of this, them finishing off and we getting that stones, and I think this session is about done, and it has been, I think, the longest session. No, actually doing some of those silage ones, they were monstrous. The belt one was massive. Yeah, I had to time-lapse that at a speed I don't normally do, because I like ×3 because it's less jerky, but I think I did ×5, one of the traditional settings that a lot of people choose, because it would have been a monster session. It already was, but it would have been... You'd have been sitting through the longest movie in history if I'd have done it any slower than that. So, right, absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to use all this. There's that little tiny strip of yellow to the left. Finish that off. Have we done anything? Oh, no, that's actually the type of soil. It's not actually a mistake we've made. Oh, let's switch those lines off. It's annoying. Yeah, I forget. I don't actually mind them personally, but I know how bad people hate even have the mini-map on, and I must admit the precision farming thing, which I have no control on. Oh. At all. That I do find annoying myself, and obviously I can't switch that. Well, I don't think I can. If I'm wrong, then please enlighten me, because I really don't care about seeing that box, the precision farming lime application box. Yeah, I could do without that, definitely. Right, so let's jump into the telehandler and get the last of the stone stuck in. Now we need to open the claws, because it doesn't let you pick up unless the claws open. Something I found early on. Surely. Oh no, I think I've... Yeah, no, that's it, we're done. Smash in. Get the last of this stuck into the lime crusher. Fantastic mod. Absolutely lovely. Oh, is that a new finished work? Oh, it is. First seeder has finished. Excellent. I'd like to take it till tomorrow morning. I would. I just think it's a good place to start. And I think... Oh no, then we won't, because we've got to fill the BGA. We'll do that next session. We need to fill the BGA. We could do... Oh yeah, I know, but we've got this harvest hour. I could really do with getting a bigger trailer, because it's quite a few journeys, but... Smashing. We will wait to go for the hour though. I'd like to see the lime crusher do its thing and sell its stuff on the hour. Yeah, plenty of water in there now. Right, so speed it up till 6 o'clock, mind you. Yeah, it doesn't matter for that one thing. I was going to say, I don't like dragging you through the darkness when we're going to be ferrying the silage, aren't we? Do we do it now? Come on, it's been a monster session. 5 more minutes is not going to hurt, is it? We've got a reasonable. Let's get the little Zeta out of the way. Did a cracking job, little Zeta. You did. And it was very realistic. You did struggle like you would have done. Let's stick you there. Actually, let's grab the... Let's send you over to our yard. And we'll grab the Deutz. I love this. Used to have the... It wasn't the Agrostar 6.61, it was the... what was it called? Do you know? It's a Terra one, your favourite starting tractor. It was 150 horsepower. It was on Agro. Was a Deutz. I used to favour it, and it was under a slightly different sculpt into this. It was quite a nice shape. I actually like the Deutzes. Quite a fan of them. What am I doing? Why did I link up to this? This was not my job. I'm wanting the trailer. Let's go grab some digestate. We need 4 of these doing. So actually it was this little Zeta I needed off, not that one. Do you know? Just can't concentrate on 2 things, can I? I think this 4-Schritt trailer represents the very best value on a starting trailer. I cannot think of any that are more reasonable for a 20-tonner than 10 grand. I can't remember if it's... I think it's about 10 grand for a 20-tonner. Most tend to be about £1,000 for 1,000 litres. But this one, no. This is fantastic. We're only doing the digestate, so what I'd like to do is hurry time up till tomorrow morning. We'll do... Sorry, I would only like to do the silage digestate. Mind you, actually, I don't think we've got much in, have we? So I think we'd have to... What have we got in there at present? Thinking about it, I think we may need to speed it up till tomorrow anyway, for the fact that... Oh, yeah, we will. It does 120 tonnes, it's got 21 tonnes in, so I think we'll speed time up till tomorrow morning, and we'll leave this till next session. We will. Yeah, this is the first job next time. It makes sense, because it's a perfect place to actually do things. So we will grab the 20 tonnes though. It seems to make more sense to me. And then we shall speed time up. And that is where we'll leave it. We'll see if there's any bargains, because you never know. I'm making plans for like the future and harvests, as you don't know that you're not going to get one on special. It might completely change your idea of things. Oh, wow. £13 grand for 105 horsepower. think 105 horsepower for that type of money is exceptionally reasonable. 13 grand. Actually, I could buy the John Deere for that. But it is nice to have tractors that you don't always feature. It really is. And that is a very good price as well. So, yeah, I think I'm almost sure you can put the Pepe, like we have done with most of our tractors that haven't got the proper 3-point link. So I do favour that. It does make them much more versatile. So we could do. I'll probably have lost it by morning though. So either make a decision now. No, we'll make do with what we've got. We have got a good. Yeah, we've got to stick to our guns. I think that's going to be not far off finishing. Oh, that is a point actually. Yeah, before we do anything like that, we need the other tractor to say it's finished. So let's run that up now, and we'll stick that in the VGA. I think we've got the time. We cannot start the finish speed time up until that has done the sowing. Otherwise, tomorrow morning it'll come up with I cannot sow the seed. That's not good enough. And I've got to get into the thing that this is an oat field now, and I cannot just run across it because it's no longer grass. Right, so we should dump this, let the seeder finish, which should really not be long at all now, and then we will speed time up and we'll leave it in the morning. See if there's any bargains. And although that is a bargain, as I say, yeah, it's priorities, it really is. If this were later on in the Let's Play and that bargain came up in the morning, I would literally snap the hand off. It is definitely a very good bargain, but it is at the minute timing. Yeah, we want a harvester and we want animals. Harvester first, animals second. Let's jump into the other tractor. We shall see. Oh, looks like it's got one line and one little bit of a line all the way up. So we will stick with this, I think. Wow, look at that. That definitely needs a wash. I think we're going to have to do that soon. They've all got a lot of lime on them. Somebody I think has been casting lime while they're on the fields. I'm glad these have got windows on the tractors, or I'd have my workforce stop working for me. Right, do you know, it does make more sense to me that we actually do this ourselves. I think it's this bit straight forwards. Let's have a look. Yeah, it is. Right, let's do this. Let's get this last line done. Smashing. They have done a cracking job. When you consider how long they were on this field, it's not very long. As I say, I think a couple of the 18 metres going forwards will be my dream team. Maybe 3, but I think 2's enough. I don't think. I mean, 1 is fantastic. I had one of these on Elm Creek. One of the 18 metres dropped quite as a bargain. You know, it was about 40 grand, 50 grand. No, can't spend it. Oh no, you can get. You could at the time get 60%. I don't know if you've noticed you can get 70% discounts now on some of the tools, the sale items. It's rare, but you can get it. I have seen it. There's everything from 37% up to 60, 50, 40, and the 70 is the highest I've seen. So, but I think it was one where I got it pretty much half price. It was about 60 grand. Sure it was, and that was an absolute. I used to do some sewing contracts with that, and that is absolutely amazing with that particular planter that does everything. It is phenomenal. So that would be my dream, because you can do everything bar potatoes. And now there's that super duper potato stroke. Is it just sugar cane? Or is it sugar beet? I think it's sugar beet, isn't it? Sugar beet, potatoes. Let's have a quick look. We can actually have a look at this while it's in potato technology. It's the new does potatoes, poplars, sugar cane. Yeah, sugar cane it was. Which, bearing in mind the sugar cane planters, I like doing sugar cane, but I'm not a massive fan of the two. I'm definitely not a fan of the single lane, but the double lane, even that takes an absolute age. It's definitely one of those jobs you want a worker to. Well, we certainly pretty much ran out of seed, down to 1100 litres. We had a full 3,000 litres in the front and about 1,000 in the back. So, let's see, did we? We did. There's a bit missing on the left hand side. Let's see if we can see it. I doubt we will be able to because of the line. Let's just see if we can see where it is. It's down a bit. I doubt we'll see it, but you never know. Might be obvious. We're on it. See that patch there? Might be the corner turn, looking at that. Let's just have a go. That needs to be moved. I think it was. Yeah, because there's only like 3 little tiny dots now. Yeah, smashing. Job's a good one. Right, so we shall speed time up till the morning. And then next time we'll grab the rest of the silage across. We'll get a little bit of a payout for the 20 tonnes we've stuck in. And we'll do the digestate and the rest of the silage tomorrow. Get the 120 tonnes out. So let us go to sleep. And it's still early in the year, so 8 o'clock is fine. Nice place to round everything off. And well, we have done very few time lapses. It's been almost all chattering. So sorry for bending your ear, but it's all been farm related. Ooh, we have growth. Excellent. At least now I'm reminded. I hope I don't forget this and think it's grass and run across the field. Right, we should see. Let's have a look at the production first. I am intrigued. Because obviously it was late last night that we did the sleep. So yeah, that's right. 73 tonnes. Of course, because we literally was evening, so that's not bad. Actually, that's perfect in a way. I was saying this actually. I was saying that the fermenting silos can't keep up with the BGA, but in a way they can. The BGA only processes 75 tonnes of silage, so actually these actually do almost double. So you don't need multiple fermenting silos, because there's always been that where the biogas plant will only do so much, and obviously ours is a little one, so 75 tonnes is what it will process. Actually, I'm sure that's 120. Let's have a look. 2,400. So I don't know, if you did it first thing in the morning till the very next thing and actually fed it halfway through the day, it's going to run out, because obviously the hopper can only keep 75 tonnes in it. So if you ran it till halfway through the day and put another 75 tonnes in, you might well find that you could actually process all of that in a complete day, but it would run out if you left it overnight, a full day, and slept till the next day, if that makes any sense to you what I'm saying. Right, oh, we've got rain as well, excellent. So we have planted all of our 4 fields. We should have all of them in growth. Let's have a look now in their glory. On their growing. Yes, there's not much missing. There's only a few little tiny, very few tiny blue blebs of cultivated patches. They're very small. So we have 4 fields. If you go on the squares of land of oats that are in there. That doesn't look like first growth stage actually, that looks more like something like second or third. Mind you, yes, true, it is a very fast growing crop, isn't it? We've already said this. Right, sales, the last thing. Oh, the star is still there. Oh, we said we weren't going to buy it. Swadro. Oh my life. Didn't we already have... No, we've got little windrowers. That beast would replace the 2 of them, and they were bought new, so that would actually... How much is the Swadro? Oh wow. It's 41 grand, so we're almost going to pay for a massive chunk of that, and that one, I know we'd have to rip the... It makes sense, doesn't it really? We'd windrow our fields in half the time. Let's do it. Let's do something silly as well. You can't always be totally sensible, can you? And I know we're going to lose a bit of money with doing it this way as well. Mind you, we are not in the right section, Mr. Smith. Yeah, I've not got time to faff around, so sell. Sell. That was 28 grand we got back for that. and this is 41. So we shall indeed buy. Oh, I know what I've not done. I need to reset that, otherwise I'm going to do it to that, and I don't want that to become a habit. That's only I did that for because it was a game mechanics glitch. Smashing. So we have a bit of growth. We have a fancy. What else have I got over there? What else is over at the shop? Swadro and the big bag winch. Is that leased? Please don't tell me I've leased it. No, I'm going to say I'm sure that is a rule. It really does hit a nerve. Right, so we need to grab all of the finished silage, and we need to drag that over here next session. And yeah, hope that we are going to get I'm not relying on a harvester drop in. I'm not. The fantastic case. Should we buy that now? We don't need anything, do we? It is a way of, yeah, I think we will. We're still going to have a bit of, we will buy it though in its base form. No, I'm being silly. You could get one drop in the interim. As unlikely as it is, it could happen. So yeah, by doing that and buying that, although it's a good way, my reasoning's sound in one way, but it's not in another. So I'm going to leave it. Right, so I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. We have growth again, and we have a fantastic new windrower. 4 fields all sown and ready to go. Growth we do. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you're going to continue with me on this journey, and goodbye for now.